Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be doing an overview of my Mythic Champ trap, what my troop comp is, where I'm planning to go with my troop comp, what my gear is, what I'm planning to do with that, and basically everything on the account so you can kind of see how the account is built, and maybe if you want to follow along you can do the exact same thing. So again, I'll show you the gear to start off just because that's kind of like the main part of the trap. So this is the gear I'm currently running. We will be updating a couple pieces on the gear. One is the scroll. I really do need to get a better accessory than the scroll, and then probably the ring after that. Again, they're not like bad pieces by any stretch. They're still pretty good. They're just not as good as some of the pieces you can have. So one of the pieces I'm actually going to be upgrading to a Mythic cup. So I'll have 2 Mythic cups on the account. The second piece is going to be a champ accessory. So I believe I'm going the range cav champ accessory, and I don't think I'll be going Mythic right away, but I will be just going gold to start off, because keep in mind, a gold Valor here, champion Valor, it's still pretty good because it does have 15 cav in range and 10 army, so it's technically 25, 25, and 10. And you also get 25% army HP, which is pretty dang good for a gold piece. So it won't be a full Mythic account anymore once I get this, but that's the next piece I'll be going. And again, it'll be a huge upgrade over my current stuff right now. So again, the Champion Valor does require 14 mains. I do have quite a bit of these. These are just from buying the chests. I haven't opened them yet. Again, I will do another champion chest opening once I get enough. How many do I have currently? It's like 4,000. Yeah, 4,700. When I get like, I don't know, like 6,000 maybe, I'll do a champ chest opening, and hopefully that'll be enough for a gold accessory. It probably won't. I probably need to do double that to get the champ accessory. Champ accessories are really expensive. That's why I'm planning just to go gold for now, and then I'll see after that. Because I think for the Mythic one, you also need what is it, like how many embers is it? Yeah, 41 embers as well. It's insane to get that. So I'll just go gold to start off. It's much better than my ring or my scroll there. I'll add that to the set, and then hopefully I'll get another Mythic cup as well. That's kind of what I use the embers for, because that's a lot cheaper. You'll see if I upgrade this. How many embers is a Mythic cup? Yeah, only 17. It's like half. So again, I'll be getting that up. It will take a while. I have to do some tycoon and stuff to get enough halos and stuff. I only have 2 currently, but I'll work on that. I just need another 11. So anyways, let's take a look at the troops on the account. Show you what I have and where I'm going for that. Again, this is a tier 5 account, so I do have tier 5 on the account. So if you see my tier 4 account is a little low, just keep in mind I also have tier 5 on top of that. So currently I'm running only 1.7 mil tier 4 infantry and 600k tier 5. That's pretty much enough infantry on the account. Not many people go range. The only time where this really comes into play is maybe in a mix attack. But if I have enough range and cav, I should be pretty good for those. Again, range I have a lot. So 2.8 mil tier 4 and 800k tier 5. So I've got more than enough range backline on this account. Tier 4 cav, I have 1.8 and 678k tier 5. I will be upping the tier 4 count on the cav just because a lot of people go infantry rallies. So I will be trying to get that from like 1.8 maybe to 2.5. That's like another 30 or so mil. That won't add much might to the account. I will be getting my tier 2 count up quite a bit as well. Probably more tier 2 range and cav. Just because since most people go range and infantry, or not range, no one goes range rallies. Infantry and cav rallies, these are the 2 formations I'll be in the most, so I should get these up quite a bit. And currently my guild is a bigger guild. I go into bigger kingdoms, so just being higher might is going to help out, I think, a lot, because like I said, people don't really like rallying like the 700 mil might account if you're in like a massive guild, because they're like, what is this 700 mil might account doing in this guild? It gets suspicious. People know you're a trap. If you do ever trap anyone, it's impossible to hide after that because you're the only 700 Milmite in that guild, so it doesn't matter if you change your name or not. They'll find you pretty easily. So if you're in that, like, with the rest of the people, like 1.1 bill, 1.2 bill, and there's like 20 of them, it's a lot easier to hide in there. But if not, it's very hard. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Obviously, if I go into smaller kingdoms, it's different. But since I'll be in big kingdoms, I probably just need a bigger front line to take more hits. So that's pretty much it there. Especially if those mixed rallies come in, 28 mil troops it's just not enough to cap them nowadays. They seem to walk back like almost every time. I am very close to capping them. It's just I don't have pack 5s on the account or anything like that, so I don't quite have the amount of damage. Again, familiars, I don't have pack 5s. Technically, I am very close to getting some of them, but I won't have the gold orbs to get them up anyway, so there's that. I wish I had at least 1 or 2 pack 5s on the account, because it really does reduce the chance of a walkback, because you basically take out a squad or two, or like half a squad or two, just with the pack 5. So maybe working on those. The one thing I am working on currently is Jade Worm, so I am slow rolling the Jade Worm, trying to get it up, especially just getting it up 1 more level so I can unlock the range cav. That means my range will do more to their cav, so their cav has less chance of walking back. And if I ever get countered in infantry, it will help quite a bit by killing their cav off a lot. So hopefully I'll get that up, and I am currently getting that. I didn't have Jade Worm before. I tried to get it in a Guildfest, but I'm not sure if I took it out of the Guildfest rotation because none of my accounts seem to find it. But anyways, so actually I should probably level this up while I'm here. There you go. There you go. I'm just a little bit stronger there. There you go. So going to slowly level that up. Again, the infantry range counter is not as important technically because not many people send range, like I keep saying. The other one is, where is it? I'm getting Watcher up too, but Chronicler. So I'm slow rolling the Chronicler. Currently have it at blue. These are my priorities just to get the counter up. Again, I would say counter is the most important thing for traps. If you don't have it, this is probably where you want to be putting a lot of your resources in, just because counter is so strong. Reduces the damage you take and increases the amount of damage you're doing to certain troop types. So it's a no-brainer to get this, as long as you already have some gear and stuff like that. Because if you have really crappy gear, you want to get better gear, get better stats, or the counter doesn't mean as much. But once you get up there and you have a really good set, you want to go for that counter. It's definitely worth it. The other thing I was thinking about was debuffs on the account. So again, debuffs is really strong. It is 100 mil might though. Where's debuffs? Military command? No, sorry. It's army leadership. Yes, army leadership. So these ones here, these demoralize, plague, and sabotage that weaken the person's army defense, HP, and attack. Keep in mind, these are multiplicative researches, where most researches you just add 10%. You're only literally adding 10%, where if let's say the person has 1,000%, you're at 10%, you're actually reducing it by 100%. So it is super strong. But like I said, it's 100 mil this tree to max it out. Keep in mind, you do get some army attack and stuff that you get an extra 10% HP attack and defense as well. But yeah, 100 mil might. So I'm like, it's 100 mil might. I keep going back and forth on this one. It's really easy to get because you don't need the tomes or anything like that. So you can get it pretty much free to play super easily. Just use some of your whatever those what's the thing that does researches? These things, Techno Labs. Yes, if you just use your Techno Labs, if you're free to play, it should be pretty easy to get it, or whatever extra speed ups you have. That should be pretty easy. I'll show you what I have actually on the account. So again, I do have counter done on this. Every rally trap, needs to have counter done. Solo traps, not so much, because again, these are kind of useless in solo traps, these Fury ones. I mean, it's good to have this, obviously, but I think this is like 27 mil might, and that's a lot of might on a solo trap. Actually, maybe nowadays it's not as bad. Just because solo traps are so much bigger now, you can actually maybe add it in, but then you're reducing. That's like 3.5 mil tier 2 worth of research here. Just keep in mind. So, is it better to have 3.5 mil tier 2? Or is it better to have the 30% counter boost? I'm not sure. If you're gonna do solo trap, just go for Chronicler and Jade Worm. It's like a couple mil might, and you get the 30% there. So if I mean, then again, if you're free to play, you might, I don't know. Never mind. We're talking about rally traps. Let's not get too much into solo trapping right now. I do both. So anyway, so again, on this, I do have the gear done. Again, if you're getting tier 5, keep in mind you don't need to do the central command 2. So if you're ever doing tier 5, you just got to do everything else, and you also don't need to do the siege. So I do have the tier 5 unlocked. It does have some attack and defense and HP stuff in here as well for some base stats. What else? I haven't done Wonder Wars or any of the... Apparently there's some of this done on the account. Anyways, you don't need to do that. This one, it's just HP, defense, and attack with leader. So I did a little bit here. I could probably do more if I want, because I think I have, I got 14k tomes. So it will add some might though. So I'm going back and forth. I only have 3, oops, sorry, this one. Familiar battles, I only have 3 slots on here. So it's up to you if you want to do more of those in there. Depending on how good your gear is, you do need the extra stats. All that stuff. Defenses, don't need any of it. Military, sorry. I do have the bigger army because I was doing some griffin trapping, and that was actually helping out with my marches. Haven't done griffin trapping in a while. It's more dangerous now, and you don't really need to do griffin trapping to get hit. People do still just hit you, so... Like, if you just gave them your comp, they're not going to not hit you anywhere. They're just going to try and hit you or not, depending. So anyways, let's see. What else was going to look? Oh yeah, gear. So we got to show you the stats. I will go into here and do the stats just so I don't have to put my gear on and have it on the bots and then have to change my name and all that stuff. I hate bots sometimes. It's just like, it makes it so much more complicated to do things. I can't even put my gear on because the people will know, and then I can't change my name and get it off the bot and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so let's go talents, just see what the mixed talents are. It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Mixed talents are good. Let's go check out the gear. I don't know why they put those instead of my Mythic Champ boots on there, but sure. Anyway, so these are the stats here. You can see what they are. Again, the stats I'm going to show you is without no fort boosts, no ultra boosts, no level 60 hero boosts. These are just base stats that I would have. I think while in Fury at this point. Oh, did it change or not? No, it didn't. 1 second. Okay, let's check the stats. Where's the stats here? So these are like base stats, no fort boost. You can see my infantry is low, but keep in mind, I do have a ton of army attack in the gear. So my army attack is, 47%. So if you want to add the army attack in here, you can do that, or you just look at the army attack stats. It's up to you. But keep in mind, it does look low, but that's because the army attack in the gear is quite high as well. So if you were add the army attack gear 47, it's closer to 240 or 545. Another one of this is like 590 something. I don't want to do the math in my head. 592, and then this one is 628. 628. So yeah, so that's with the army attack if you actually add it from the gear into my actual stats, because I know people like looking at this and they don't like adding these together. If anything, what you should be doing is adding this to this, and then you get your actual mixed stats. That's how it actually works, because keep in mind, army attack is attack. So you can't be like, oh, I got 500 mixed, but then you have like 100% army attack. You're like, you don't really have very high stats, but whatever. But since we've been doing this for so long this way, that's kind of how I have to do it, because people can't get their heads around that. So anyway, so yeah, so those are the stats. You can see the defense is quite high in here. I do have high army defense because of the gloves. I think that's why I was going infantry frontline to start off, because I'm like, I have high infantry defensive stats, so I should go that. And then I had high range attack stats at the time. That was before I changed my my boots for cav. But then I was like, no one sends range. It's kind of stupid to do that. So now I think I'm going to go range frontline. So 222 army defense on there, 338 range HP. I got 245 infantry HP on there as well. And then you have my defensive stats. Keep in mind, you saw, I'm not sure if I showed you my infirmaries, but I only have half infirmaries, or less than half infirmaries right now. So my army HP is a little bit lower than it would be if I had an extra like 10 infirmaries on there. So again, it would be much higher. But army attack is 234. It is quite a bit higher just because I have so much in my actual gear. And army defense is 268. You can see my counter boosts. I've got 39.75 infantry range, 33 on the range and cav ones. So again, I do need to get the Jade Worm up as fast as possible. Same with Chronicler. We'll be going for that pretty soon. So I don't need to go in here. Perfect. So now I put my gear on without actually putting my gear on. So now I don't have to change my name because all the bots will not know where I am. So I'll show you my wall. Again, I do run free-to-play heroes on this account. No pay-to-play heroes pretty much, except for him, the big guy. But other than that, nothing else. I do have the Boommeister at gold on the account. Watcher is getting up, so once I get that, that will be on my wall. And then that's pretty much it. And hopefully I can get the Chronicler up. Again, not something you put on your wall, but is something that really does help out with trapping. So next thing we'll look up is familiar. So since I'm running a bigger comp, it's better to have the base ones here, like the level ones, the Drown Out, the Hardy Feast. Depending on which one you want to go, I put extra range, you can put extra infantry, extra cav. Really depends what stats you need. This is pretty much useless. I was using this for Dragon Arena. Same with these two, they're not really useful. I have too big of a front line, and technically if these ever trigger, it's probably because you're getting countered, and they won't really help you anyways, because if you're getting hit by infantry, it won't matter if your range attack keeps going up. It's not going to help you because they're going to have 60% counter boost. So yeah, the other thing you could get is pack 5s, which I do not have on the account, which I really want to have a couple on my wall. But those would be after counter boost. I'll get those. So it's going to be a long haul thing. So working on all that. I'll show you the artifacts I have. Again, it's mostly just gold. The only purple I have is this one here. That is not a purple one. Where is it? I don't have any. Oh, this one. Yeah, I haven't got the stars on the purple one. That's why. So that's the only purple one I did on this. Everything else is level 1. I believe I do have to get a blue and then a purple up, just so I can get higher up on the stars on these things, because these things require this, which I believe I need to max out a purple one and a blue one to actually get these shards. So eventually I'll have to get that. But yeah, so basically I just put everything into the golds. They have the best stat per like star and per level, so you don't look quite as strong, but you're as strong as possible. Plus you're getting the kind of the best bang for your buck with all these. So unfortunately I still don't have I think it's the yeah, I still don't have the king strategy or the prophetic monolith on this account. I've opened quite a bit of these things so far, and it's just has not come. I have not got it. I don't know. I'm trying to get it, but it just doesn't want to come, unfortunately. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't get it on this account. I don't know. Like, how many have I opened? What does it say? I think it's somewhere on here. I can't remember where you go. Yeah, I think, oh, I've opened 1,226 of these, so. And I still haven't got these, so. I don't know. Eventually I might get it, or not, depending on how much it hates me, but that's pretty much it. I gotta take a drink. Okay, I think that's everything. Is there anything else you guys wanted to see? Again, I do have, like, how many infirmaries I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 infirmaries. The rest are manors and barracks. So I will be making some more troops soon, so it's a good thing I don't have too many infirmaries, because those are expensive. I do have quite a bit of resources on the account though, so I think I can make some more troops. Probably don't need to find any resources for that. And I think that's pretty much it. By the way, if you guys are looking for codes on this video, there is going to be a code. Again, if you're having problems with mobile, just go check below the description. It should be down there. Just hit the more button, scroll down. You'll find it. If you can't find it, it's skill testing question pretty much, because it's not hard to find, really. It's really not, especially for people who know what I'm talking about. It's the easiest thing in the world to find all the codes. Again, I'm just making sure you come to the video, watch the video. That's all I care about, honestly. I'm not trying to make it super hard to find. Other than that, oh yeah, if you guys want a monster hunting bus, RSB is going daily again during Guildfest. It's a little bit slower, but after Guildfest, it will be ramping up again. So if you want to get some like monster hunting, you need some halos or something or whatever, just come monster hunt, get some free stuff. It's a great way to get stuff for your count, gems, speed ups, all that stuff. So anyways, RSB. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I went over everything on the account. Yes, and anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.